Hi crafters, welcome to Tammyosity. I'm Tammy, and today I'm doing an Easter collaboration with Claire's Crafty Corner, and there will be a link below with everyone else that is participating in this in this Easter collaboration. So this time I am going to make a car freshie, and I've only done it once before, so this is just my second time around. I'm far from being a professional car freshie. So I wanted to do a double-sided car freshie Easter egg. As you can see, I already started to paint the mold with some mica powders. These are the materials I'll be using. The mold and the bright green, purple mica powders and blue that I'm going to be mixing in with the freshies. So my freshies have been marinating, let's say. They've been marinating for a couple weeks, and the scent I'm using is goji berry. I have a few different scents, and I just sort of opened up all the caps, and I'm like, which one of these smells like Easter? So I went with the goji berry. And I used the blue mica powder to color the aroma beads. And so now they're colored and smell like goji berry. And I apologize, that's the solo cup with the freshie beads, with the aroma beads in the corner there, blocking half the video. Sorry about that. So I'm putting a nail through the silicone mold so that we have a hole where the ribbon will go so we can hang the car freshie from the rearview mirror. I am making a two-sided car freshie, so you have to make one side, let that cool, and then you put that on top of the other side while it's still hot, and then they stick together. I actually didn't know anything about car freshies until I did the Valentine's Day collab with Claire's Crafty Corner for Valentine's Day, and then I was watching some of the artists that were in the list, and this person didn't do a car freshie for the Valentine's collab, but she had mentioned it. I was like, what the heck is a car freshie? So I started looking it up, and I want to give a shout out to Farmhouse 1205 Designs. I watched a bunch of her videos on how to make car freshies, and I just sort of jumped in from there. And she's the one that I watched to learn how to make a two-sided car freshie. And like I said, I am not a professional. I've only done this. This is only my second time doing this. And they're just for fun, and I'm probably not going to be selling car freshies, but I'll certainly make them and give them away to my friends just because it's fun. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been working with resin for a little more than a year now. And so I kind of used my own resin trick in this. Car freshie makers, they don't actually color the mold. They color the aroma beads in separate colors. So like I'm using 3 separate colors here. They would have split out the beads into 3 separate colors and then arranged the pattern with the beads themselves. But of course in resin, I can't do that. So I painted the mica powder directly onto the mold, and it picked it up just fine. The only thing is that the bright green color that I used, once it was on top of the blue aroma beads, you kind of can't really see it. The colors are too close together. Too close together in range, too close together in tone. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, you can hardly tell that there's green in there, but it's still pretty. The mica powder is pretty. The first side is done now. I'm not going to show you the same process for the second side because it's exactly the same. So now this is the second side, and it's hot. So I'm going to push down those little pokey things, and while it's still hot, I'm going to take the cooled one and set it on top of the hot one so that they melt together. What I did notice though is that my cooled pieces shrink a little bit, and my hot pieces are a little bit wider than my cooled pieces. So when I was laying down the cooled pieces on top of the hot ones, I didn't know if it would shrink up and match together or if you were going to be able to see the layers. Well, it turns out you can see the layers. But like I said, I'm not a professional freshie maker, but I still think they're cute. It's cute, and they smell good, which is really the purpose. What I do like about making car freshies versus working with resin is the immediate satisfaction. So it doesn't take very long to make a car freshie, and you get to pop it out of the mold. Whereas when you work with resin, you got to wait overnight or 24 hours, or maybe even 48 hours, depending. And then if you're doing layers with resin, it takes a couple days or longer. So there was a lot of satisfaction in getting this done so quickly. I really struggled getting the nail out of this one because when I laid the first piece down on the second one, the holes weren't straight up and down. They were kind of diagonal. So when the aroma beads cooled down around the nail, it was really hard to get out. And then you can see there where I pushed the nail through, I didn't pop the mold back down, and now I have a dent in my freshie right in the flower. Of course, we need to be able to hang this from the rearview mirror. So I got this really long needle, and I'm just going to use this needle to weave the ribbon through that little hole that I made with the nail. And then we'll be able to hang it in the car rearview mirror. And there we go, 2 cute little car freshies that look like Easter and smell like goji berries. This was a fun little project to do, and if you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe, and I can't wait to show you my next project. Thank you.